Yeah, so with triathlon, because you want to base it off the amount of time that you're doing the triathlon. So in general, you're going to be spending the most amount of time on a bike. So ideally, you spend the most amount of time training on a bike, whether that's spinning, in the process of getting a triathlon bike right now, tri bike. So it's 3 times a week, cycling training, ideally 3 times a week running, and then twice a week swimming. And so biggest thing too is most guys are naturally good at one of the 3. So for me, I'm naturally a better cyclist and a better swimmer. Running is probably my weakest, so eventually I have to put more time into running to get up to where I need to be. But yeah, it's a lot of time to put in for a long race. But generally, race day, it's about, on average, 10 to 15 hours, depending on your condition, on race day. So, long day.
Okay guys, so we have about an hour of swimming today. Usually it takes me about 60 laps within 1 hour, but last week pace was picking up. This week we'll see how many we can do within an hour. Got B. Clark here.
Barely wake up.
I know. 5:06. Fun times.
So one thing about swimming is it's more about cadence and getting your rhythm down. Especially in running and biking, you're trying to keep up pace, but when you're swimming, it's mostly just about maintaining that consistent pace. It's a long swim. We're going for anywhere between 10 to 15 laps in a row. And you see a lot of swimmers in here. They'll flip to try to get the most out of their transition. Whereas you're swimming with a triathlete when they just touch the wall, turn, and go. Because the biggest thing with the swimming pool is you have walls. And in open water, you're not gonna get that. So, important to swim in the best conditions, in the closest type of conditions that you're gonna race on race day. So, let's get it. All right, last 2, all out.
Oh, I feel like you're breathing.
Yeah.
It's all off.
Oh. Whew. Yes. Whew. I think it's the same thing in like running, because in running, it's almost like the first mile is harder than the middle miles. Mile 2, 3, 4. You feel like you get into the runner's high and you're just going and it feels more natural. Like same thing here, like the first 10 laps is like, I was gassed.
But once I feel like I got into a groove, it felt better.
Everybody here has a delta of where they're at to where they can get to, right? I could use room for improvement. Anybody in here could use room for improvement. Nobody in here is the best salesman in the world. And if you're not the best salesman in the world, then that means that there's room for improvement. I guarantee you the guy that's out there that's selling at a 99% close rate and his average ticket, like there's guys out there that are like that, even those guys are always looking to improve. They all have coaches. They're all looking for help. So I think even the best athletes in the world, Kobe Bryant had how many coaches, right? LeBron James has how many coaches, how many health advisors? Like, we're talking about the best guys in the world, and these guys always look for help. So I think with us, like our little pool business, it's like, yes, we're dealing with mundane things, we're dealing with not very important things, but at the same time, why aren't we continuing to try to ask me for help, ask Travis about his knowledge, ask Scott about his capabilities and his skill set with plumbing, right? Use the guys that and the team that we've built to get better.
All right, guys, so we are about 2 months into our new company headquarters, and we're gonna show you guys a quick preview of what it looked like before. We already did a video, but for those of you who haven't seen it, we'll show you guys that video really quick. So there's this mezzanine area, and then there's the other mezzanine area. We're in infant stages, but this is it. So woo! And today we're gonna show you guys the complete renovation. We've totally redone the whole space. And so it's been a long time in the making, but we've been 3 months in this process, basically from the time we got keys. And then about 2 months since we've moved in. So we're gonna show you guys the full-blown tour. It's about 95% there, so come check it out. So this is the entrance, and this is a lot of the artwork that you guys saw in another video by a company called Iconic. And these art pieces we pretty much plastered over the whole warehouse, and they're badass. All motivational books, no excuses, no one becomes great by fitting in. These are awesome. So you guys will see these all around. This is my desk, and early mornings, late nights. But as we go in through here, this is gonna be kind of like the main loft area where we're probably gonna try to do some podcasts. And this is gonna be kind of the space where I can meet with other potential partners, clients, and all that jazz. So, and as you guys come in here, this is kind of like the main workspace. This is basically just Alex's whole office right now. So the plan is obviously as we grow to fill the space with a team of guys or girls to work in here. So this is like the creative department where we have all of the marketing, the content, the ads for the pool company and my personal brand. This is the space. So got an Xbox here set up, even though I don't play video games. I know the guys play games. So we got this for the guys. But yeah, this is the main space. Got some more artwork up on the walls, but pretty badass. So here's the best part. So this is the warehouse, okay? We try to create this space to basically make it so that way anybody that works for us, like they just enjoy coming to work. They could even come in here after hours, bring their buddies. Like we wanted to make this space a place where guys just enjoyed being, right? And that was really important to me. So we put a ping pong table that I have not lost yet in. But this is our losses board, kind of funny, kitchenette. We got a drink fridge. Yerba mate. And then this is where I spend probably the most time in here, is the gym. Got my spin machine here for training for the triathlon, for the Ironman that I'm training for next year. But we got some equipment here. Gonna plan on putting some more equipment in here, like a leg press machine and whatnot. But this is the gym, more artwork up on the wall from that same company. This space is like, it's so badass. So I'm super excited about this space. And then we have just a conference table here for the guys. This is where we do our weekly meetings. This is what we really needed the warehouse for, is a space to put in all of our inventory and our in-house equipment. And so we already have some stuff that we bought in bulk, but we have an order. It's a 50-foot freight container that is full of pool pumps, filters, heaters, lights, vacuums, like the list goes on, of stuff that we have tested and trialed over the past 12 months. And this is something that I've actually learned from Elon Musk. And one of the biggest things with Elon is he wanted to basically become vertically integrated. And there's a lot of controversy with being vertically integrated. Vertical integration is probably the hardest path, but it creates the most amount of value for the customer and for the shareholders of Tesla. And so he's done this with all of his companies, with SpaceX. And I challenge you, if you're in business, like, go study how he operates. And so for us, like, I've told multiple people in our industry what we're doing, and they're like, dude, you're crazy, like, that will never work. How are you gonna deal with warranty? Like, they're talking about all these things that are difficult in what we're trying to do. And ultimately what I tell them is the reason nobody's done it is because it's hard. That's our competitive advantage. That's our USP, unique selling proposition. And so for us, like, we're gonna label all of our own equipment, and eventually as doing that will increase our bottom dollar, our profit margin. We'll be able to reinvest those dollars back into maybe even buying some equipment that we can make and manufacture our own parts. And so we're kind of in that infancy stage. And so, yeah, for us, like, super excited about it. It's going to catapult our business, hopefully take it to multi-state within the next 2 years is kind of our goal. We've actually brought that up to some of our guys. And so, yeah, super excited about it. That's the warehouse tour, you guys. Like I said, big changes, massive growth. But yeah, we love this space, and we're super excited to grow in it, so.